Jean-Baptiste Beau is the creator of the dream journaling app Oniri. His work lies at the intersection between computer science, arts, and dreams. His interest in dream research led to the creation of several studies in collaboration with Sophie Schwartz's lab in Geneva, who supervised his master thesis, Do Dream Journaling and Bedtime Dream Reading Improve Creativity? He's also an AI research reader and enthusiast. Thanks for coming on and doing this interview with me today. I'd love to hear if you could share with us what your DreamWork symposium at the IASD conference is focusing on.
So I will be talking about AI, and like different things we can talk about in AI. We've been implementing AI in Oniri, so in an app used by tens of thousands of people in different part of the app, in the creativity part and also in the analysis section. So we got some insight doing that, and I'd like to talk about that and also talk about the general idea of using AI in DreamWork, whether it's for analysis or for journaling or for other practices, because AI is a great tool and it's very new. And I think it's important that people learn about it a little bit more to use it the right way. So I will be talking about all of that.
That's so fascinating. I agree with you. And I can't wait to come and hear your speak over in the Netherlands. I'm curious, what is the thing that you're most excited for the audience to hear about?
I think I want to show people that AI is not all black and white, and it's not scary. It's like it can have it's a very powerful tool. So I'm really excited to show the audience what AI can do, especially in the analysis, in dream analysis and dream interpretation. I think there's a lot that can be done. So I'm excited to show people the opportunities you can do with that.
I'm really curious to hear as well. Last year, I put my whole year's worth of dreams into ChatGPT and asked it to analyze and give me statistics. And it was really interesting. But I know you have to be really specific in what prompts you give and what you're asking for it to give you back. I suppose a big thing that people get worried about with AI is the privacy and what happens with their dreams. And I think that's something that holds people off. What would you say to someone who's worried about that?
Again, that depends what you're using for in AI and everything, but you gotta be aware of the different privacy policies of the services you're using. So for instance, if you're using ChatGPT, if you're using the web interface of ChatGPT, they can use the data to train their models. If you're using a service that connects to ChatGPT, usually that's not the case. They don't store the data. Then every service is different. So I would definitely advise people to read the privacy policies and make sure it's what they expect.
Perfect. Thanks. How is technology changing the way that we understand and work with our dreams?
I think it's shifting, like in a lot of other practices in health in general. I think it's shifting the power to home, and it's giving more opportunities to what we can do at home, whereas before we really needed to go into therapies or there was no middle ground between, for instance, journaling, which is I just give information and I get nothing back, and therapies where we have several sessions and it's really deep, and there was no middle ground. I think AI and technology and those kind of tools can be the middle ground, to be able to do more things at home, in a home experiment. And I think right now in our world, a lot of people still are not ready to go to seek help or engage in some kind of therapy. So it's nice to have those kind of tools to maybe get people on the way, do half the step there.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I know when I first started my dream journey, Oniri app was what I was using to start recording my dreams. And it was very interesting, all of the little extras that are in there, and it would be able to track patterns and things like that. I found really helpful. I'm curious, are there any surprising trends or common themes that you've noticed from the data collected from the Oniri app?
So we've seen when there is a big event in the world, we've seen that reflected in dreams. That happened with the wars, that happened with the the death of the Queen in England. That like there are a few events like that. We've seen that. So we will actually try to do a little bit more research on that. But otherwise, it's surprising to see that dreams are very different, and so and way people use the app, the way what people expect, and all of that is like everyone has their own dream work kind of and their own practice. So it's interesting to see that there's a lot of diversity in that.
Just out of curiosity, I would love to read through all the data that you have and everyone else's dreams, all the different styles that come through. It would be so fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, we have like a large corpus of data, and we'd like to develop some studies with that. But it's not data that we can use for research, obviously. So we'd like to set up an agreement like for people to accept to put their data for research, and that would be cool because it would lead to maybe one of the largest dream databases in the world. So it would be nice to see where that goes.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's really cool. Your technology is kind of proving that we are all psychic, or we have these abilities to have precognitive dreams. And it's just so interesting to me that something like science and technology is then proving this like metaphysical phenomenon that's going around in the world with people dreaming of events before they happen. That's so fascinating. So I just have three more questions for you. If there's one key message that you want dreamers to know, what would it be?
One key message is that AI is a tool, and it's a huge tool, and you got to learn to use it because it's going to be everywhere in the next few years. So, like learn to use it the right way, and then you'll be able to do like amazing things.
I'm so looking forward to coming to your talk. What's one of your favorite dreams that you've ever had?
Wow, I have so many. My dream journal is really long. I guess an important one happened last year, or maybe a year and a half ago. It was actually like a doomsday dream. So we knew that so I actually live in Switzerland, and for some reason Switzerland was being nuked. So there was a huge missile in the sky, and it was like doomsday. And I was stuck in a traffic jam, like while it was happening. And so there was kind of there was a message there that I don't want to miss out on living my life. And that helped me the decision of traveling more, and I actually work remotely now. So it's been like one of the key factors that helped me decide to live my life to the fullest, and I'm very happy about that now.
That's huge. I love how they can just change your perspective on things, like one night and just everything shifts, and the way you view things can change so much. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love how you can wake up from dreams with strong emotions, even stronger than what you can feel when you're awake.
Yeah, definitely.
Crazy.
So where do you see the future of digital dream analysis heading in the next few years?
I think it's going to be a mix of tools, a platform to connect people with different professionals. That's what I'm looking for. I think the idea is to give tools for people to do things at home, but also guide them towards professionals if they need it, and different practices. So I would like to take all of that together and have like a continuous integration to take people from. Some people don't know anything about dreams, and they just want to write it down, and that's the very beginning. And then you can go all the way to deep dream analysis and lucid dreaming and all of those practices. And I think it's nice to take the hand of people and help them throughout this journey.
I see what you're doing is really important, and I can see that some dream therapists or teachers might feel threatened by AI coming in and think that it's going to replace them. But I feel like what you're doing is really important, because there are all of these people who are slipping through the cracks, who, like you said, they might write down a dream or not even write it down because they don't understand the potential behind them. And I feel like your app is really highlighting to people all the different ways that they can use dreams in their life and use it to heal. And like you said, then excel and move on to the next steps of then maybe finding a dream group or a therapist or something like that once they're confident within their own abilities and sort of understanding what their dreams are that are coming up and their own symbols. So yeah, I think it's really important, and it's really exciting to see the future of dreams and dream recording and AI and analysis. I'm really excited for everything that you're doing. That's so cool.
Yeah, you said it perfectly.
Thanks. Awesome. Reflecting on your journey into dream research and your presentation coming up at this conference, what's been the most rewarding or emotionally fulfilling part of this experience?
What I've always loved about what I'm doing is I've always wanted to reach a high number of people. That's why I started doing apps. Oniri, we are able to reach people from all around the world. And even though they're far away, even though it's a high number of people, we have a community, and we like when I get feedback from people, like really deep feedback on how it improved their life, that's like the most fulfilling feeling I ever got. So the ability to reach those people from all around the world and to have really deep connections with them, that's what I love most about all of that.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. It's been a
Thank
pleasure
you.
to speak with you. Well, I'll see you in the Netherlands.
Yeah, see you there. Thanks a lot.